You want the protests to end? You want justice? Well, let's beg God for justice. I remember we in front of the courthouse. You have a statue of George Washington, which represents what? That's white America. The white man, he gonna get justice, his justice. Where are we gonna get our justice from? From the Lord.
You mean everything you need because I know you mean everything in Christ. And Christ means everything you need.
I called on the Lord. I said, that Father, this is real. Will you watch over it? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you call for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they don't follow the law, they doing it. You said under YAHANNA they ought to love one another, and they doing it.
Shalom Israel. We're the Israelite School and University of Practical Knowledge. And right now we're in South Carolina. We are the state building in South Carolina where there's a protest for the young brother, Cyrus, who was murdered and killed by Rick Chow. You understand? A Chinese national. You understand? I mean, in front here, see the statue right here? The statue is George Washington, which lets you know what? That we out here, we trying to beg for justice. Ain't no other nation begged for justice. You understand? We should be begging God for justice right now. You understand? What's the solution to the problem? How many more Cyrus, this young 14-year-old boy that could have been our brother? What are we going to do? We're going to say no justice, no peace for about 25, 50 years? We've been being killed in America. Right now, there's a nation across there in the Middle East called Israel committing genocide, and there's no news on it. You understand? This murder happened in what, 2023? And we just hearing about it? Where's the outcry for black people? You understand? We think what happened to Cyrus in 2023 just happened in 2023? No, it didn't just happen in 2023. America has dehumanized black people in America. Dehumanize us to the point where these other nations now come into our community, take our money, take everything from us. You understand? And now do what? And now they're allowed to treat us anyhow? One has to stop. You understand? That's why the Israelite School University of Practical Knowledge, we out here with amongst brothers and sisters, and we're going to try and show them or teach them the solution to the problem. Because how much more of this can we do? How much more of this can we do? How long is this going to last? America know, the white man know that there's studies that on us, that we will do this for a certain number of time, and then we go right back to the same filth America. You understand? We need our own blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Our own. You in your black community, you should only have black businesses. You can't have another nation. This Rick Chow, he is notorious. You understand? For unaliving or attacking our youths when they come in. Now just think if we had our own, it would have been, you know what I mean? Cyrus would have been alive today. Sad to say, but he would have been alive today if it was our own. How in the hell we could continue to have these other nations come in? But I understand, black people, we are the most forgiving, we're the most compassionate, you understand? Because where's the Chinese stores in the white community? Ain't no Chinese store in the white community. You understand? Ain't no Vietnam store in the white community. But there's stores in our community taking our resources and not giving it back to us. You understand? Israel, we got to wake up. Blacks, Hispanic, and First Nation people, we have to wake up. We got to band together so that we don't do this and we beg God to give us justice. America have their constitution. In their constitution, they said they had to be separate from England to become great. So why we can't be separate from America? Why we can't segregate from America and become great? That's the solution. Segregation, separation is the solution to the problem. So now when you see Cyrus, you a store owner, that's your son. That's your nephew. You understand? You're going to try to run him down like a damn dog and then unalive him? You won't do that. You understand? So you need to get in our classes with the Israelite School and University of Practical Knowledge under Commander General YAHANNA. We need to get in classes right now, blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. We need to, or else we'll be to number of this over years. We'll be coming to protests like this. You want the protests to end? You want justice? Well, let's beg God for justice. I remember we in front of the courthouse. You have a statue of George Washington, which represents what? That's white America. The white man, he gonna get justice, his justice. Where are we gonna get our justice from? From the Lord. From the Lord. The Chinese, they're allowed to have their own businesses. They're allowed to run their own country. The white man don't bother them. Why they bother us? Why we the ones that try to create as criminals in America? We not criminals in America. We not. The biggest criminal in America is in the White House right now. He's sitting in the White House right now. You understand? Where's it? All this is to distract us from the Epstein file. Where's the Epstein file? Ain't nobody talking about the Epstein file now? But all the kids that been molested, that been mistreated, all the young women that been mistreated. But now, the eyes is on South Carolina with these people to see what we gonna do. If we gonna burn down stores, we ain't gonna burn down none of your stores. We gonna do it. A better solution to that. Let's beg God to unalive all these heathens. We don't have to raise a hand to them. No hand to them. But God is a just God. You want justice? God is a just God. And right now, He's going to have these Americans in the Middle East fighting and unaliving each other with those Persians. God wants to fight for your black man. Beg him. Get on your knees tonight and beg him. And with that, shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one